As the world falls away, and I can't find a reason. As the world turns to gray, it's killing me unwillingly, and I am just the same as you.
All images, footage, music, songs, etc. belong to their respective owners. I don't own anything. No copyright infringement intended. This is only for review/rants purposes only. I own absolutely nothing. This is just for my following subscribers who completely watch my videos and fans of the Powerpuff Girls franchise. I'm going to be reviewing the Powerpuff Girls movie from 2002. Now, I've watched the Powerpuff Girls when I was a little kid, and as for the movie itself, I watched it so many times. But right now, it's kind of mixed to me. I mean, there's still stuff that I do like the development of the Powerpuff Girls, but then there's other stuff that I looked at, and they really don't hold up in my opinion. This movie takes place before all the episodes. Of course, this is where it all began, when the Powerpuff Girls have born. Professor Utonium was just trying to make something that can make the world a better place, but then his monkey completely pushed him and the chemical X get into the mixtures of sweet and other stuff. Yeah, you can tell that what's going to happen considering that you watch the intro of the Powerpuff Girls. With that said, the Powerpuff Girls are born, and then all they ever did is just paint the room and then they went to school. Now, they do have superpowers, however, since this is the first time they were born, and they don't know how to understand how to fight crime, you can tell that things are gonna get more chaotic. Since they know about a game about tag, it just got into disaster in Townsville. Just really bad. Since that they're not superheroes and they don't know how to do their superpower work, they get into some serious trouble. And Mojo is willing to help them to make the city of Townsville a better place. And that's all I have to say about the story. Because to be quite honest, you pretty much know what's going to happen next. Which is my major problem with the movie, but I'll get to that later. First, let's get into the first half of the movie, and that's when the Powerpuff Girls were almost becoming popular because they were brand new, but the next day when all the havoc completely got worse, they completely get ignored. It really makes the characters get more development later on in the first half. However, with the middle half is pretty much my major problem of the movie. Now, it has nothing to do with the character development with the Powerpuff Girls, however, it's one of those cliches. You know when people completely hate lie reveal cliches and others? This one is pretty much one of my most hateful things in all cliches. Is whether good guys or others completely get in cahoots with the main villain who is hiding his plan all along. I really don't like that whatsoever. For one, it kind of ruins the first half of Mojo's character because all he ever wants to do is just take over the world and that's it. I know it's just a science mistake, but still. And secondly, I've seen this so many times that it's starting to get really repetitive. And this one, while it isn't the worst, it's still very hard to get along with, in my opinion. Now, I will say that Mojo is intelligent, and I can understand that. But his plan is still cliched, and I just couldn't stand it. And besides, even later on in the film, where he becomes one of the most menacing villains in the Powerpuff Girls universe, I still won't be able to handle the ideas of what he has to do is to manipulate the Powerpuff Girls in order to get his way. I just don't like that whatsoever. It kind of gets really repetitive. But that doesn't mean that the other half of the movie is completely passable, because in my opinion, it's better than the first half. When the Powerpuff Girls finally knew that they had to use their superpowers to save the world, there's tons of action. It's just really sad that it happens at the very end of the movie. But you know, they need to put a lot of development in the characters since this is the first time we're supposed to see the Powerpuff Girls. Well, it all takes place before the episodes and seasons. The relationship of the Powerpuff Girls completely grow when the movie continues. I mean, This has more development than the development that they have in the TV show. Since that this is a movie, they had to put a lot of passion into it. The animation, while it's cartoon quality, it still looks good for a movie in theaters. And during the time of 2002, 2D animation was starting to die, while CGI animation was starting to become more popular. I will be very disappointed, but Pixar is also ashamed of what happened during that time. In my opinion, people should watch this movie before they watch the TV show, because it will probably give a liking to the characters and the world itself. Especially with the battle between the Powerpuff Girls and Mojo. I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't watched the show before, so I'm just gonna say that the battle between them is obviously awesome. Just like all the battles that they had after this. So I give the Powerpuff Girls, the movie, a 7.5 out of 10. I'm Lonely Fanboy 40 here, and I'll see you next time.